All right, here we go out for 7:45. No markings down in saddle. 6-1 to Miati is a chestnut strip with a back left, drifting out 8-1. You're not going to get the watch on all the horses. That's just not going to happen. If I get 10 from beginning to end, I'm happy. I got a gray pair, 43-4 at the half. Someone behind him is 45-1. A Hess Dapple Gray, maybe Roland Big Joe's 46-1 on his own. Woody Allen said 90% of life is showing up. That's the same with clocking. 90% of it is just you got to come out morning after morning because you get a better sense of them. All right, here we go out for 7:45. I've got. After it slows down like this, I can start writing things down instead of putting it all on tape. After the renovation breaks, every trainer wants to be on that surface when it's pristine after the tractors leave, and so that's why we have so many horses work in that first 10-minute slot. A lot of it's just trial and error, learning, and having a decent enough memory to remember claws and IDs and whatnot. The report is pretty much the same as it was. We started in 1998. Got lucky enough to hook up at the beginning of the internet. Hopefully I'm a better clocker, knock on wood. I try to be complete, try to be correct. That's not always 100% possible sometimes. I think it's a Banon. Good luck on me figuring that one out. Probably about 60-70% of the drills out here on any given morning are just maintenance drills. Trainers are just trying to keep their horse happy. There's a race in a week. You know, they're not going to do too much. I only gave up one A+ grade in my entire life, and that was for Zenyatta. And she didn't really deserve it. It was sort of an honorary A+ because she was a lazy workhorse. Actually, to be truthful, she was just too smart for everybody. Nysos for Bob Baffert. He's easily the most brilliant horse on the grounds. I could see him winning the Breeders' Cup Sprint, and I could also see him win the Breeders' Cup Classic. I don't know if there's another horse on the grounds that's even capable of that. Here's journalism inside of a dark bay, no markings. That's Umberto up on journalism. At the wire, 5-2, going much the best. Journalism looked good this morning. He's always been that same kind of chill horse, does whatever they ask of him. He's a real cool cat in that way. Nysos is not. Nysos is like, let's go 58, let's go 58. At this point, at a mile, I think Nysos would beat him. He is an older horse, too. Secondary Baffert is a strip all fours with JJ ins outside, bay partial strip, Juan on the inside. I trust what I see. You know, watching him in person is watching something in 3D, where you watch it on TV, it's sort of flattened, it's sort of in like 2D. And then a wrong lead, Polanco Chesta with a lot of markings. He didn't look like much. There's a big difference between good horses. You can tell it right off. Like, Pharaoh was an unusual horse. If you just watched him walk by, you'd just think he was a horse. But then when he moved, he'd stay in the air longer. He was like Michael Jordan. Also, there's horses that are just lazy as hell. They realize that if they just run around the track, they're gonna go home and get fed and be taken care of just as if they win. Del Mar's not a party town for me, put it that way. There's long hours. You end up having a bit of a Spartan existence. You know, at this point, I can't do anything else. I'm not qualified to do anything else but this thing. So, not that I would want to, because I feel very, very lucky to do what I've been doing.